Now we review Trap.
What a twist!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have finally seen the latest M. Night Shyamalan picture, Trap. Yeah. Yeah. And only half of it should have been called Trap. Before I go any further, let me, of course, remind you that for every 1,000 subscribers, I do purchase one of these bracelets from 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls upon trash out of the ocean every time I do that. If you'd be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe, you'd be doing your part for a better world. Now, Trap. Well, there's a dude with his daughter at a concert, and, he turns out to be a serial killer, and it's a trap. Yeah. Simple enough. And, what has happened apparently is that they have a receipt found at a crime scene for concert tickets to this concert, which leads me to ask the first question: why don't they just, go send police to whoever's house that ticket belongs? I mean, because you got the receipt, right? There would be numbers on it. There'd be a way to track it. But for some reason, that's not an option. And then, you've got the serial killer there, and he finds out that, that he's being stalked by the police, and there's a huge police presence there. And he's trying to evade, trying to, but they don't know what he looks like. They don't know who he is. And, to be completely honest with you, there is no legitimate reason for me to believe that just by questioning him, they would have known who he was. That it's one of those things, is that one of the aspects of this film is that he is getting information on how they're predicting his movements. And, they're predicting him down to a T. They really know him, but it's like, okay, Mr. Smart Serial Killer Dude, why don't you deviate from those movements? And that way, they can't find you. If you just no, okay, I'm going to be a regular person for the rest of the day, how are they going to find you? That's the question I have about this movie. That's one of those things. It's if you're wondering, there's no super twist ending to this. It's a solid enough movie. It's getting, generally across the board, it's getting a 50%. It's getting something like 6 stars on IMDb and 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, and audiences are giving it a little higher. So pretty much there's a flip a coin if you're going to like this film or not. It doesn't have the crazy twist. It doesn't have the, he wasn't the serial killer they were looking for. That would have been a twist. But no, that's not in here. Now, I mean, again, I watched Jeremy John's review of this movie, and he's like, these people are like dumb NPCs giving him all the information he needs. And, to be completely honest with you, I've met people that dumb. I've actually been involved in police sting operations. Not like cool ones or anything. Don't be like, oh yeah, no. I mean, I was involved in some crackhead was paid to steal a DVD player sort of stings, and we know he's coming back. So, yeah. I mean, so people are that dumb. That's how it is. People are indeed that dumb. And the police do put out these kind of resources to do these things. So, I can believe that people are as stupid as they are in this movie, because I've met people, and they are indeed that stupid. But, the thing there being is the first half of the movie where the tension is on, and he is in the concert venue, that part does feel very solid. And then it's like when you get to the point, the latter half of the movie, which you see a lot more of M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, and she's like Moon Raven or something, Mystic Raven, I don't know, something with a raven in it. And she's apparently the singer who was at this concert. She's supposed to be a Taylor Swift type. And let me just say that she is an awesome looking lady. I mean, those beautiful lips of hers. I have to admit, very attractive woman. Never realized M. Night Shyamalan's daughter was so hot. But, okay, And then there's stuff involving her. And, look, I actually know one of the people who has been a bodyguard for Taylor Swift. Like, seriously, dude was like, yeah, I used to be the sniper that sat up on the rooftop when the president came by, but now I'm not in the army anymore, and, I was over at Taylor Swift's place. I was guarding the place the other day. It's like, dude, seriously? Yeah. I mean, if I were a Taylor Swift fan, that would be cool. I've never gotten into Taylor Swift. Her music is fun, I'll grant you that, but I'm not a music guy, so no offense to Taylor. She appears to be a wonderful person. Gotta love how she's a mega rich human being who helps the poor. Don't know if M. Night Shyamalan or his daughter are like that, but it's one of these interactive experiences. I've never seen a Taylor Swift show. I know that Katy Perry does a lot of, like, people from the crowd get into it. But, so she's this character, but if she's this character, look, those bodyguards, they only make like $25, $30 an hour. So I call BS on her, like, just having a limo driver with her at any time where she is not, in her house where there are guards. Because that's how the world rolls. Rich people need bodyguards now. I mean, there are a lot of desperate people in this world. So, I mean, that part, there was tension. And you're like, what's the game here? Because, dude, there's one part where it's like, okay, so long as this person survives, you're caught. This one person over here knows that you're the killer, okay, knows that your daughter did this, so they could trace it back to you. So what's the end game here? I mean, yeah, on the one hand, it's a hole in the plot. But on the other hand, you have to admit, dude's a serial killer, and he's crazy. So, yeah, I mean, in the world of plausibility, there is what we refer to as a non-zero chance that these events could play out as they did in real life, right? Non-zero chance. But, if you're hoping for something as good as The Sixth Sense, you're going to be disappointed. The acting in this is solid enough, but it's not that great. These are not like, some of the greatest actors in Hollywood today, like in Unbreakable. You have Samuel L. Jackson and why am I blanking on John McClane here? The guy from Die Hard. These are two of the greatest actors, were, because that gentleman currently, I believe, has dementia. But, you're not seeing the same quality as you normally see in M. Night Shyamalan movies. And I mean, yeah, I totally understand. Because, like, The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, those movies were kind of like lightning in a bottle. The Village, I mean, I liked The Village. I thought it was a fine enough film. Didn't think it was Sixth Sense level, but that's kind of our problem with M. Night, is that he's produced such incredibly wonderful films, and then, his more modern films they're just not as lightning in a bottle as they used to be. And let's be honest, dude, I don't think he needs the money. So yeah, look, there is a 50-50 shot that you're going to like this film. I thought it was okay. It belongs in the middle to lower middle of your watch list. It's not a film to be avoided, but it is not a film to be sought out. It is simply there. And it being there, if you're going to the movies this weekend, you should probably see Deadpool Wolverine again. But if you're not going to see Deadpool Wolverine again, and this movie looks interesting to you, you like serial killers, it's a fun enough film to watch. Anyway, That's just my opinion. I'd love to hear yours in the comments below. I'm Richard.
Greetings, humans! Your old pal Randall here again, reminding you to comment, like, and subscribe. You see, I got my bracelets from Ferocian, and I got another medal from the Conqueror. Yeah, look at that, see? See? That's got an Easter Island head on it. Because if you can't afford to go to Easter Island, you can go and walk Easter Island virtually by going to the Conqueror. You could not screw up the environment by traveling to Easter Island. You could just get this, plant 5 trees, and then walk on your own and learn about Easter Island because I send you postcards. And if you comment, like, and subscribe, you can help the guy that owns this channel buy things like this so he can plant trees, and buy bracelets like this from Ferocian so he can pull trash out of the ocean and make a better world for you. And it isn't going to cost you anything. So don't you have something to say? I mean, shouldn't you in the comments down below say how grateful you are that this man has planted so many trees and pulled so much trash out of the ocean and done all those good things for you? No? Ungrateful human? I should eat your face!